When we seek to discover the best in others, we somehow bring out the best in ourselves. William Arthur Wald. My name is Mariah Shane. I'm from Carlisle, Indiana. I was the first in my family to come to college. I was alone, lost, and quite out of place when I got here to IUPUI. As my first year continued, I began to struggle finding a balance between academics, social life, and work. I came to my mentor, someone who was helping me with course material rather than life. She listened and cared. She made me feel welcome and included in a learning environment. She guided me as a mentor, and at the end of the year, she provided me with an opportunity. One she said I would succeed in, one to help students like me. This is where my journey as an academic mentor began. Here, at the end of my last semester, I realized my students helped me while I was helping them. I provided an open environment for active learning and a safe place to come to with concerns. I was the voice between students and professors. I was to encourage independent learning and provide study skills. Along the way, I provided advice when they were lost. I shared my experience as a student that I never realized that would impact those around me. As a mentor, I provided a real-life example of a student going through common struggles in college. Little did I know I was providing an inclusive environment that first-generation students needed, or showing lower middle-class students how to balance work and school. In the article, New Retention Variable, Hope and First-Generation College Student, reading claimed that first-generation college students have a sense of disconnect from their families, culture of origin, and from higher education communities. My goal as a mentor was to provide an inclusive environment. This environment was to provide a sense of community and belonging to students. This was a goal that was close to me as I felt I had no community after leaving home. My community was brought to me by my students. This same article explained the concept of survivor guilt, an emotional feeling that students have when they made it out of a community when family and friends had not. I never understood survivor's guilt until a student came to me with thoughts of withdrawing from all classes. They felt as though they didn't deserve to be here, and they felt that I could steer them in the right direction. As a role model to a student, I encouraged them to do what is best. What would they tell themselves in the moment if the roles were reversed? It is not that we mentors know what is best for them, it is to guide them, to find them in moments of need, to support and encourage when they will not. Being a mentor, I have gained leadership, teamwork, collaborative, and public speaking skills. The beginning of my journey included a fear of standing in front of a room full of people, low self-confidence, and invert personality. As my students' sureness grew in me, the more I grew. I am now able to stand in front of a lecture of 300, only to have a fear of not being able to be heard in the back. Now I work closely with a group of students at the BEPCO Learning Center, where I not only look at them as my team, but my second family. This journey has taught me how to adapt to my environment and collaborate with everyone who is in it. But mostly, this journey has made me be the leader that I have become. I was never a person to speak out or speak up, and now I'm able to stand up for myself and others around me. To believe in the goal of unifying, respecting, and including all people has a greater purpose every day. As my journey is coming to an end, I can look back at an older self. The self was built based on walls and years of social conditioning. The self is not who I am today, nor who I'll ever be again. The self encouraged students to break their boundaries and step out of their comfort zones. I encourage students to believe in themselves and push themselves to their goals. I impacted students who came to me personally and on an academic level. I impacted the structure of a course that I am passionate about, and that structure will forever impact the students to come. I challenged the education that was being provided and caused a change. I provided an environment meant for learning and personal growth. Now, I finish my story with a self that is stronger, empowered, and confident. I will continue to push my boundaries and challenge life obstacles. I will continue as a leader in my community and school as my goals have changed and my insight to those who are around me have increased. I have become aware of my personal growth and this growth that I encourage my students who encouraged me. As mentoring has changed the way I viewed all opportunities that crossed my path, today I begin a new journey.